The Garden Report is brought to you by FanDuel, the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network.
Hey, Buddy Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report after Game 2 of Celtics Cavs. Boston sweeps the mini-series 116-107 here with a late pair of dunks from Jason Tatum. A strong overall offensive effort in the second half. Love the ball movement in this game. The defense was strong from Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. We'll get to that in our next video. But got to hit on the first real rotation minutes for Lamar Stevens. He came off the bench early. We kind of guessed it might be him that replaces Luke Cornett because Cornett's a late scratch with the adductor strain. Neemias Queta's in street clothes. He was inactive for this one, which weird timing there. They don't end up with a backup center behind Al Horford. So they go to Lamar Stevens at the 4. Played a little 5 in some zone. Fouled a bunch in the first half. Didn't really make an impact there.
3 in a row.
But second half, he's dunking. He's on the offensive glass. He made his presence felt out there.
Yeah, and I'm really happy for him, honestly, because you think about his story, a guy who played for this Cleveland Cavaliers team, started for them for, 12, 15 games or so?
Games.
Or 25 games, rather, right? 25.
Yeah.
So you wonder what he's going to look like against a team like, obviously, the Cleveland Cavaliers, but you also, much like most Celtics fans, you're wondering when he was going to get that opportunity. And this was the night. It made the most sense. I mean, I did bring up Brissett, but I was like, you know what? This has seemed like that type of game because they're playing the Cavs. You know, they're short up front. This is a great opportunity for him. And it took him a while to settle in, especially because, the short stint, and then we didn't see him again until the fourth quarter. But, I mean, look, the dunk got this place going. You know, you want to see him get more reps in, but hey, I mean, it's not a bad way to start. I just wish he didn't start off to such a rocky start. I think it really rattled his focus and obviously kind of buried him on the bench for another 2 quarters before he was able to check back in.
He played the top of that zone with Drew Holiday. Drew said he looked really excited to be out there.
Yeah, the 2-3, that's right.
Here's Lamar talking about the challenge of not playing and how he's handled that.
What's the challenge of going in there after such a long layoff?
It's just really gelling with the guys. Not having a chance to get those reps in game. I think it's just some things just take time to gel and just figure out, what do guys like to do, where they like to be. But it's an easygoing group. When I'm on the floor, guys are talking to me constantly and trying to, just help me make sure I'm doing all the right things. So I think that's probably the biggest, adjustment.
FanDuel is the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
So, it's tough. And Joe didn't leave much of a mystery tonight when asked about how other bench guys could potentially get involved. He said when this team's healthy, it's going to be Sam, Pritchard, Luke, and Al. That's going to be their 9-man rotation. And everybody else just has to stay ready for the injuries, for the back-to-backs. That's coming up tomorrow. So a possibility that we could see Stevens again and against Orlando if Kristaps Porzingis looked a little hobbled in this game. Can't go. Al Horford, you have to think, is out as he has been in all these back-to-backs. So in the immediate, he could carry this momentum forward to the next game here. But ultimately for him, for Brissett, for Delano Banton, Joe said, probably going to have to be prepared to not play on most nights.
Yeah, which is fair. It's just kind of how it goes in the NBA, especially when you're a top-tier team like the NBA, like the Celtics, like they are, and then trying to find, that smooth stretch, right, where okay, you got the rotation set, you're trying to get the reps in, everyone get comfortable. But I would love to see him get out there and get at least, a couple of stints like we saw, Thursday night against the Cavs. I just think someone like Lamar Stevens, once you give him that little taste, it's kind of unfair to kind of pull him out of there, and then he only gets it in spurts here and there.
Well, he wasn't expecting to play tonight either. It was a surprise.
Right, but yeah, that's true. But at the same time, though, like you just said, if you're Lamar and you look at the way this team operates, in terms of Al Horford not playing second night of back-to-backs, Kristaps Porzingis has sort of got the lingering injury that's still there. Like you should be ready for that type of spot, And I think that on the second night of a back-to-back, to get him back in there would be way more beneficial than to have him sit and just wondering and waiting when his next opportunity is gonna pop up.
I was excited. We've been eager to see him out there.
Yeah, that was probably the most excited I've seen you at a game. Well, obviously, he wasn't fanning. He wasn't screaming.
You didn't threw down the dunk.
You didn't get on your feet and start cheering. But yeah, you gave a little, there we go. That was maybe that was something that's gonna carry over until the next game.
That's the one guy we haven't seen. And again, surprise tonight, Luke goes down. No update on him. He wasn't on the bench, wasn't in the locker room, which probably isn't a great sign. Whatever happened pregame, he was out here shooting. Goes down with an adductor strain. Lamar Stevens steps up with some solid minutes. The Celtics beat the Cavs in the first half of a back-to-back. They play again here tomorrow against the Magic, who are coming off 3 off days they got here today.
It's going to be a good game.
They'll be fresh. They're always motivated against Boston. Tough mini-series coming up here for sure. But we're going to talk about Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum's defense in our next video. Maybe preview the Magic a little bit too, so stay tuned for that. Josue Pavone, Buddy Man, this has been the Garden Report. Celtics win again over Cleveland.
You know, I've been looking for the best deal on Celtics tickets, and with over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports festivals, and more. You can use my code DREAMERSPRO for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code DREAMERSPRO. Make sure you check the link in the description to download the app.